let's talk cable tricep crossover press down. So I love this movement because it integrates all three heads of the tricep. It's a really good movement for biasing a little more to the long head or more to the lateral head, depending on how you are setting up your arm position. Really good way to get a nice pump. I like it also because when you do the setup correctly, it puts your joints in a much safer place. So when you have those press downs like this, you can see that I get a lot of torque on the elbow with that rotation, anterior rotation. And over time, that can really wear and tear on one's elbow. Sure, that movement works, but for the safety of my elbows, I'm gonna choose to do a cable tricep crossover press down. So the simplicity of this movement is you are extending at the elbows. You're not moving at the shoulders. A lot of people tend to do this, okay? You are only extending at the elbows. So you'll get a nice stabilized upper back and just contract there. So your setup, how it's gonna be is relative to height. So I say just above head height, because the reason you want to adjust these to that specific position is when you are contracting, if I'm looking at you from behind, I don't want to be able to see that cable because that is really lining up with the force. Now, is that the end of the world if you don't? No, right? I just like to be very nuanced. So I tend to set the pulleys at a height where when I am fully contracted, if you were looking from behind, you would not be able to see the cable. Or at least that's the objective. So you'll cross them over. Now, you can stand close, which is gonna put the weight more in the mid-range. And as mentioned, stabilize the upper back, only extend at the elbows. If you move further away from the cables, that is going to bias it more to the shortened position, making it harder because the further away the cable is from the joint, the more weight there is. That's my favorite tricep movement. You can superset that with overhead stuff, but really good for your elbows, you know, really good for contraction and execution. Really great learning tool. My go-to all the time for triceps. As mentioned, some of the common mistakes are people will move a lot. I can't really show you from the front, but they'll move a lot like this. Hold it nice and stable. Remember, the tricep is attached here. I mean, it is attached to your butt. Just think of stabilizing that upper back and not moving at the shoulders, only extending at the elbow. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at that.coach.curtis.